How to build a multi-million-dollar business, your step-by-step marketing roadmap. Creating your market dominating position, Part 1. In this presentation, let's establish a market dominating position for your business. The majority of businesses are established in response to market demand for a product or service. Many build their businesses by serving that demand and enjoy growing profits without putting much effort into long-term planning or marketing. However, what happens when that demand slows or stops? What happens when the competition sets up shop with a new and improved version of your product down the road? How do you keep your offering fresh while growing and maintaining your client base? The answer? Innovate your business and offer extraordinary value by creating a market-dominating position. Consider this. Every choice you make when buying a product or service represents a point of differentiation between one company and their competitors. These differences, whether subtle or distinct, determine which customers will buy what they sell. Consider the well-documented case of Domino's Pizza. Why did Domino's become a billion-dollar behemoth in an overcrowded market in just a few years? Did Domino's make the best pizza? No. Did they offer comfortable in-house dining? No. Did they offer the largest selection on their menu? No. They pretty much offered the same pizza as all of their competitors. They dominated by adopting and implementing one major strategy. They created a market-dominating position in an area with lots of colleges, which has fast, hot pizza targeted specifically for hungry college kids. Ask yourself what, if anything, makes your business different from your competitors as perceived by your target prospects and customers. For the vast majority of businesses, that answer is price. Many years ago, Nike offered the top-selling Air Jordan 3 for $150. At the exact same time, Target sold an excellent imitation of the Air Jordan for around $40, but Nike outsold them 10-1. Starbucks is a popular place to buy coffee in many parts of the world. According to the latest data, their typical customer spends 4 times more than they would at their competitors. Obviously, low price isn't the driving force here. So what is? The answer? These companies staked out a specific and targeted market-dominating position. Nike focused their position around being the best athlete, being hip and in style, along with a perception of quality. Starbucks focused on delicious handcrafted beverages, which they claim is the secret to making life better. Avis is number 2, so they try harder. FedEx is for people that absolutely, positively have to have it there overnight, and the list goes on. When you create your own market-dominating position, you will consistently get businesses and individuals to choose your business over your competitors. But what exactly is a market-dominating position? It's simply any value-added customer perceived benefit or combination of benefits that differentiates you from your competitors and does so in a strong enough manner that it makes your business the logical choice in the minds of your prospects and customers. As an example, a dry cleaner that offers pickup and delivery would be the only logical choice for any prospect or customer that values convenience. This simple distinction represents a market-dominating position. The key is to create added value in everything you do. Prospects and customers don't buy based on price. They buy based on the value they receive for the price they pay. Creating added value is a market or customer relation strategy that can take the form of a product or service that's added to your original offering for free or as part of a discounted package. Like all other elements in your marketing toolkit, it's designed to attract new customers and retain existing ones. Another simple example of added value would be a gift shop owner that offered complimentary gift wrapping with every purchase. If you don't revisit the value you offer, then over time your customers will be drawn to a competitor who consistently innovates their business so they offer exceptional value that you don't. Ultimately, your customers will demand additional value for them to remain loyal, and they're the keystones for your business growth. Everyone can add value to their business, and adding value doesn't have to blow your marketing budget or take up hours of your time. There are many ways to enhance your business. The key to adding value is determining what your customers and target market perceive as valuable. You must understand their needs, wants, troubles, and inconveniences in order to entice them with solutions through added value products or services. Adding value will also add to your profits, but if you don't focus on genuinely helping your clients, you'll have a difficult time attracting them. Added value works for both product and service-based businesses. If you offer a service like hairstyling, try treating your customers by offering them a latte while they wait, or complimentary shampoo samples, or a free conditioning treatment with every 6th visit. If you sell a product, consider offering convenient services like free shipping or delivery to make the customer's experience a seamless one. The customer will feel appreciated and their needs will have been taken care of. The online shoe retailer Zappos.com built a billion-dollar behemoth with this strategy. Differentiating your business from your competitors. Differentiating your business from your competitors by creating a market-dominating position involves a 5-step process. Step number 1, determine your strategic position in the market. What specific niche market or segment of the marketplace should your business focus on? Determining this involves combining the skills your business has with the unmet needs of your targeted prospects, and then designing your product or service to fulfill those needs. Domino's strategic position was fast hot pizza for hungry college kids. For Starbucks, delicious handcrafted beverages that makes life better. Step number 2, determine your primary market dominating position. This is the most dominating advantage that separates you from your competitors. Domino's claimed it could deliver its pizza in 30 minutes or less, or they would give it to you for free. This was the primary advantage that met the needs of their newly defined market position: hungry college kids that wanted food fast. Step number 3, determine your supporting business model. How will you specifically deliver what your strategic position and primary market dominating position promises? What changes, if any, do you need to consider making to your business to ensure you deliver consistently on your position and your promise? Domino's built a supporting business model that enabled them to consistently provide their promised primary advantage, which was fresh hot pizza delivered within 30 minutes. To make good on this promise every time, they were forced to create a supporting business model where they built low-cost, plain vanilla stores strategically located near college campuses. And since college kids aren't the most reliable workers on the planet, they were forced to hire additional delivery staff and have additional drivers on standby basis. Together, these innovations allow them to consistently meet and often exceed their primary market dominating position. Step number 4, determine your secondary market dominating position. What additional competitive advantages does your business offer that your customers will perceive as being different from your competition? Domino's secondary benefits might include special pricing, assorted sizes, a much broader selection of toppings, or additional menu items. Step number 5, create your market dominating position statement or elevator pitch. This is a simple statement you can create by combining steps 1 through 4. This helps you state unequivocally what differentiates you from your competitors to your targeted prospects and customers. Domino's market dominating position is neatly summed up in its slogan: fresh hot pizza delivered in 30 minutes or less, or it's free. Now we need to define your market dominating position, and then we can help create a powerful and compelling elevator pitch that will definitely communicate your value to the marketplace. Separate your business from your competition. Let's look at 3 separate categories that will enable you to separate your business from your competition. After reviewing them, select the one or ones that best fit your individual business. Category 1 involves the level of service you provide. There is a total of 6 different areas where you can add value when it comes to service. The first area is typically one of the most important to prospects: convenience. In today's hectic world, the one thing most people value more than money is time. How else do you explain the dramatic increase in convenience stores that typically charge 40% or more for the convenience of shopping there? Few of us have our oil changed at the dealership where we purchased our vehicle. Instead, we visit the local neighborhood oil change specialty shop because it's more convenient. These shops have grown exponentially because we no longer feel we have the time or the energy to drop off our car at the dealership. secure a ride home while the service is performed, and then arrange to pick the vehicle back up. The lure of the local oil change shop is based on convenience. Anything you can do in your business to increase your customers' convenience will create a market-dominating advantage. Here are 6 areas to consider where you can provide more convenience. First, your location. Although this is probably the best way to provide convenience, for the vast majority of businesses, changing locations isn't an option. However, a great location is certainly a secondary market-dominating position. For a fitness center located near a residential area, location can certainly be their primary market-dominating position. Second, availability. Your customers want to do business on their schedule, not yours. Ask yourself what you can do to make your business more available, including extending the hours or the days you're open for business. For example, years ago, the majority of health clubs were open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Today, many are open 24 hours and 7 days per week. The ones that have resisted this schedule are struggling to survive in this extremely competitive market. Same thing with supermarkets and convenience stores. We want to shop when we have time, not when the store thinks it's convenient for us to shop. If you're a financial planner, would changing your hours to include Saturday mornings or Tuesday evenings help your clients that work Monday through Friday? If your business involves your customers dropping something off to you, then consider offering something as simple as a drop box. Many businesses rely on drop boxes as an integral part of their business, such as rental car companies, photo finishing, dry cleaners, container shipping, auto body shops that ask you to leave your keys after hours in a key box, and so on. The third area involves the ordering process. Ordering should be easy. If ordering is typically a headache for your customers, then solving this problem can establish a powerful market-dominating position. Have you ever attempted to contact a business where it was all but impossible to speak with a real live human being? Instead, you're routed through a maze of automated voicemail messages asking you to select an option that has nothing to do with the reason you're calling. This is not only frustrating, but it immediately creates enough animosity emotionally to compel this customer to take their business elsewhere. In contrast, the business that makes ordering convenient by providing easy access to menus with a live operator option or the ability to conveniently order online becomes the logical choice for many. A fourth area to look at involves delivery. When providing your customers with a more convenient location isn't an option, then the next best thing you can do is to bring your product or service to the customer. There are now businesses sprouting up that specialize in delivering local restaurant items directly to your home or office. All that's required is for you to call and place your order from one of a multitude of local area restaurants. The service then delivers the meal and charges a set fee that's significantly higher than patronizing the restaurant in person. This further emphasizes the fact that people consider convenience to be more valuable to them than money. Dry cleaners are now using delivery to dramatically increase their revenue and profits. They now offer to come to your home on a specific day and time to pick up your dry cleaning and then deliver it back to your front door when they complete the job. One area involving delivery that's now growing by leaps and bounds is mobile services. This is where the business comes directly to your location to perform their services. Home decorators now offer shop-at-home services. The decorator comes to the customer's home loaded with samples and swatches. This is not only more convenient, but it also enables the decorator to perform a consultative-type sale by helping the customer select colors that match their home and their lifestyle. This type of personalized approach often leads to dramatic increases in conversion rates, but more important, it often takes price out of the equation. You see ads every day for window replacement services for your car, where the technician comes directly to your location and puts in your window instead of you having to bring the vehicle to them. Commodity businesses like this one should attempt to use mobile services whenever possible. Adding convenience into your mix can easily position your business as the logical choice. The fifth area to investigate involves payment terms. If your competition doesn't offer any type of financing option, you can differentiate your business by offering payment terms over 30, 60, or 90 days. Offer multiple payment options such as a 3 easy payment plan. Did you know that research shows that a product or service that sells for $39.95 can be sold for twice that price by offering the customer a 2-payment option where they pay the $39.95 at the time they place the order and then pay an additional $39.95 in 30 days. Although this is a 100% price increase, it only decreased the order rate by 17% versus offering the product at the original $39.95 price point. Consider accepting credit cards if you don't currently accept them. This alone can increase your sales dramatically. How would you feel if you had to pay cash every time you filled your car up with gas or had to make an emergency run to the store? The sixth and final area to consider involves miscellaneous services. What additional services do your customers consider to be important? If your business attracts parents with small kids, consider offering childcare services while the parents shop or take care of business. How much more pleasant would it be for everyone if restaurants offered a separate and secluded childcare area, professionally supervised and loaded with games and toys? Do you really think that parents that show up with noisy kids really enjoy doing that? Do you think they would relish a quiet hour to have an enjoyable kid-free meal that evening? And do you think that any restaurant that offered this one-of-a-kind service would literally dominate their market practically overnight? How often do busy parents have to drag a little Sally or Johnny into the bank and spend their time trying to corral the kids instead of taking care of business? If your business requires parents to evaluate their purchase decision, such as buying furniture, a new computer or clothing, or requires a lengthy transaction time or office visit, such as the dentist, doctor, or health club, then having a child's play area can be a huge area of differentiation. So consider these 6 areas when looking for ways your business can provide more convenience. The second of 6 areas where you can add value when it comes to service is speed. In today's fast-paced society, speed and convenience are becoming major players in our buying decisions. Find opportunities you can exploit, and your business can quickly dominate your market. Ask yourself if receiving your product or service faster is of major importance to your customers. When someone buys a home, they want a mortgage company who can provide them with a guaranteed loan approval as quickly as possible. Mortgage brokers can take time to do this. So if you could offer approval within 48 hours, that could be a market-dominating position. If you're a retailer, an express lane at your checkout counters would be a major benefit to select customers, especially those who only need to purchase a few items. Grocery stores, airlines, rental car companies, and other businesses that offer frequent purchase benefits find express checkout to be a major incentive to prospects who value speed. The third of 6 areas where you can add value when it comes to service is education and training. Prospects and customers today value education and training as much as they do price. They want to take advantage of all the benefits your product or service can offer them, and they know that education and training can help them accomplish that goal. Small business owners can instantly compete against major corporations by offering special and targeted training to their customers when the major corporation fails to provide it. This is especially true if you're selling a commodity where application knowledge is required. Home Depot created a market-dominating position by hiring former contractors and tradesmen to provide professional advice, tips, and tricks when it comes to building and remodeling. They give detailed advice on the best ways to complete certain projects. They also teach classes on various different building skills for the do-it-yourselfer. If you're a novice that wants guidance on your next remodeling project, then Home Depot becomes the logical choice. When was the last time you bought anything that said "no assembly required"? It seems as though every product we purchase these days requires us to assemble it or download something into it. Your computer, your kid's bike or swing set, your backyard barbecue grill, and of course, your mobile devices. Look at the number of apps offered for downloading today. The instructions that generally accompany these items are terrible. They should be labeled as impossible to interpret. In fact, by the time you actually assemble the item or download the software, you're so frustrated that you vow to never buy the product again. But what if these products all came with step-by-step instructional videos that described each step of assembly in vivid, easy-to-follow detail, or offered you a toll-free number to call for assistance? It used to be that when your computer went on the fritz, you were forced to lug it to the nearest computer service center where it sat for a week before the technician could look at it. Now, they can have you download software in less than 1 minute that allows them to fully access your computer from their office, do an instant analysis of what's wrong, and in most cases, repair it on the spot. By educating me that they provide this service and their competitors don't, is enough to give them a major market-dominating position. And this just doesn't happen to product providers. Service providers can apply this exact same strategy to not only attract new clients to their business, but to help reduce their annual attrition rate. An accountant, a CPA, a bookkeeper, or financial planner could offer to go to their clients' offices and help set up their accounting and bookkeeping system and then organize everything for free. This type of offer would create a huge influx of new clients and often result in a 50% reduction in client attrition rates. To emphasize the importance of this, look at the financial impact this produces. Let's say the typical accountant averages 250 clients paying $1,000 each year. Let's also say they lose an average of 25 of these clients annually, and our accountant offering this free service loses only 12 clients. This equates to $65,000 in additional profit over a 5-year period. Now ask yourself this: if your accountant offered this outstanding service for free, would you be compelled to tell other business owners you know about them? Of course you would. If this value-added service resulted in an additional 50 referral clients, that adds another $250,000 in profit over 5 years. But we're still not done. The accountant is now at the client's office providing this free service. How difficult would it be while setting up their system to show them additional areas where the accountant can help them add additional revenue? Perhaps by helping them expand their product or service offerings through joint ventures or strategic partnership endorsements. These businesses would gladly pay the accountant to help them execute these new strategies. This could easily add an additional $50,000 in profit to this accountant's bottom line. So this accountant has easily increased their profits by $365,000 just by offering a free service along with their standard services. And what did this actually cost the accountant to execute it? If 50% of their original 250 clients took them up on this offer annually, that would represent 125 clients. Let's say the accountant charges $100 per hour for their time, and this free service takes 2 hours per client. At a cost of $200 per client, multiplied by 125 clients, this service would have an indirect cost to the accountant of $25,000. So there is easily a $365,000 potential upside, which indirectly cost the accountant maybe $25,000 if their clients took them up on this offer. If your business involves a particular level of technical expertise or the application of individual skills, this is a powerful value-added service. This could apply easily to a printer that provides graphic designs and copy expertise, a lawn maintenance contractor that specializes in botanical gardens, or a business that employs Spanish-speaking staff in an area with a high concentration of non-English-speaking Hispanics. This implies that your business provides targeted expertise and you simply need to inform your target market that you have it. The fourth of 6 areas where you can add value when it comes to service is to completely remove all potential purchase risk to the prospect. 100% money-back guarantees and generous return policies are quickly becoming the norm in most industries. However, look at your industry closely, and if you can find that none of your competitors offer a 100% money-back guarantee, then you have the opportunity to make your business the only logical choice by doing so. Nordstrom's had created a world-class reputation around their no questions asked guarantee. Knowing that you can take anything back for any reason at any time if you're not completely satisfied eliminates any risk of purchase. Why would anyone purchase the same item at the same price from another store? It's important to keep in mind that your return rate represents a scientifically calculated risk for your business. Return rates become a constant over time and will seldom vary by more than a few percentage points one way or the other. This ensures you will know your exact cost when it comes to offering your guarantee. The fifth of 6 areas where you can add value when it comes to service is quality. Although quality is a vague term, it can be a powerful differentiator. Think of quality as the perceived benefit received by a customer. Papa John's Pizza's market-dominating position is substantially different from Domino's. Since Domino's focus was on hungry college kids that wanted pizza fast and cheap, they focused on providing low-cost pizza that used lower-quality ingredients such as canned sauce, imitation cheese, lower-quality meats and vegetables, and so on. Papa John's focused on providing only the finest ingredients and a special recipe crust. Both businesses use the exact same methods for making pizza, but Papa John's carved out a targeted niche that made them the logical choice for people seeking better quality pizza. The sixth and final area where you can add value when it comes to service is security and safety. With internet scams and online fraud making headlines daily, not to mention overall crime rates, security and safety have now entered into the decision-making process for most prospects when it comes to a purchase selection. If your business is located in a less desirable neighborhood or you deal with children or the elderly, ask yourself what steps you can take to make your prospects feel totally safe. A store in a less desirable part of town could hire a security guard or provide access to a secure parking lot. These additions can differentiate you from your competitors that offer no additional security services. A building contractor or a home remodeler could point out to their clients that most contractors hire subcontractors for major portions of the work they perform. The homeowner could then be made aware of the fact that in some locales, if the contractor fails to pay their subcontractors in full, the subcontractor can attach a lien to the client's home and legally prevent them from selling or even refinancing the home. Most homeowners are completely unaware of this legal landmine, and believe it or not, this type of event happens in the remodeling business. By offering a lien waiver signed by all of the subcontractors as part of a contractor's service, the contractor can provide a powerful and compelling market-dominating position that could skyrocket their business. Be sure you consider these 6 areas when it comes to service as a way to add massive value and create a market-dominating position for your business. This completes category number 1, involving the level of service you provide, but we still have 2 additional categories to cover. The second category involves selection. Before they went under and missed the digital boat completely, Blockbuster dominated the video market by stocking more hit movies than its smaller competitors. A larger selection of movies and a larger inventory of new releases meant a customer had a much better chance of finding the movie they wanted at Blockbuster than they did at their local video store. Blockbuster created a market-dominating position where they guaranteed that new releases would be available whenever their customers wanted to rent them. Unfortunately for Blockbuster, the convenience factor we discussed earlier quickly came into play. Never forget that convenience is a primary consideration for most prospects. In Blockbuster's case, it simply isn't convenient to constantly make trips back and forth to their local stores to pick up and return movies. Netflix duplicated the Blockbuster model for selection and then added convenience of never having to leave your home to rent a movie. The results speak for themselves. Blockbuster went from $6 billion in total revenue to bankruptcy, while Netflix went from startup to $2.2 billion and counting. In Netflix's case, all they had to do was match their competition in the area of selection and innovate in the area of convenience. Selection can include different models, shapes, sizes, styles, colors, and so on. Just look at the computer, mobile phone, or PDA markets. For years, you only had a single color choice. Now you have your choice of multiple colors. If you're a retailer, offering greater selection may be as simple as combining different products or services to create a bundled offer. What combination of products and services will appeal to your various customer groups? Retailers that specialize in men's apparel have become masters at offering bundled packages to increase their customer purchase amounts. Their ads proclaim that you can buy one of their suits at regular price and receive a second suit and 3 dress shirts for free. Since they offer a huge selection of styles and colors, this type of promotion always draws a big response. The third and final category is pricing. If price represents your market-dominating position, you're settling for low profit margins at best. Never forget that prospects buy value, not price. If you fail to convince a prospect of your value proposition, you can cut your price in half and still won't get the sale. Research shows that only 14% of prospects buy strictly on price. However, if you combine price with other market-dominating advantages, then price can be a compelling tool. Price can be used to differentiate your business in 3 ways. First, single or fixed pricing. Businesses that differentiate themselves by offering a set price are those that charge by the hour, the unit, the number of services they provide, the weight of food taken, or the number of products used. All amusement parks used to charge for individual rides. Now they charge a general admission fee with unlimited rides. Bowling alleys offer unlimited bowling for a fixed fee. Buffets continue to offer all-you-can-eat meals for a set price. Fixed pricing can be used for most businesses to establish a market-dominating position when you use a little imagination. For example, an attorney charges a flat fee to handle traffic violations, court appearances, as well as divorces. A pest control company could charge a set annual fee where they agree to exterminate your home every 3 months and provide unlimited service calls if the pests return. A golf course could partner with other local courses, and they could all agree to sell memberships at a fixed price that gives unlimited access to all the courses for the year. You can also use fixed pricing on a per-visit or per-season basis. For example, a tanning salon could offer unlimited tanning sessions during the summer months, or a movie theater could offer unlimited admission to all of its shows with a purchase of a day pass. They could offer this during the slowest day of the week as a way to increase attendance as well as revenue. The second way price can be used to differentiate your business is by increasing or decreasing the price you charge. Prospects often judge the quality of your product or service by the price you charge. A price that they perceive to be extremely low instantly sets off warning bells in their decision-making process that this must not be a high-quality product or service. Believe it or not, businesses can actually raise their pricing and instantly reposition their product or service to give it the perception of being the superior choice without changing anything else. This is especially true on products and services that we know very little about. Gold is often considered a lucrative investment, and yet I guarantee that if I ran an ad offering a 1-ounce gold coin worth thousands of dollars for $20, I wouldn't receive much of a response. Now, one would think that ad was serious based on the price alone. Even if I happen to be an eccentric millionaire looking to make the world a better place, for most prospects, price indicates quality. Take wine as a prime example. Some buying wine as a gift may assume the more expensive wine must be better. And yet, in a recent survey, the results concluded that people could only tell the difference between cheap and expensive white wines 53% of the time, and 47% of the time for red wines. In other words, it's about the same percentage as if they merely guessed. And yet, most people would be ashamed to bring their host an inexpensive bottle of wine versus the premium brand, even though the less expensive option tastes as good or better. In fact, when it comes to the majority of products and services we purchase, we gladly pay more for the name brands versus the generic versions. Top-selling breakfast cereals charge premium prices, and yet every grocery store on the planet offers their own store version that is identical in every way to the name brand cereals for significantly less. Consider testing specific items or service packages to see if this works for your business. As an example, if you're a high-performance coach, you may be perceived as more valuable if you charge $2,500 per month instead of your standard $1,500. This can be validated quickly by testing the price change and gauging your prospect's reaction. You can always downsell them to the lower price if necessary. The third way price can be used to differentiate your business is by offering small value-added services. There are always customers that will gladly pay you a little extra to receive a higher level of service. If you believe this may apply to your business, you may want to think about raising your service level along with your pricing. Consider the airlines. They charge for everything from baggage fees, pillows, blankets, and even beverages. But these services are included when flying business class or first class, along with more comfortable seats and legroom. Value-added services don't require you to make huge investments to execute this strategy. It's often the little things, like offering your customers VIP nights and special events, that make the biggest difference. Just training your staff to greet your customers in a pleasant way and calling them by their name may make all the difference in the world. Offer them a complimentary cup of coffee or bring in bagels once a week. Find a way to give your customers something they value. Recapping what we've covered. As you can see, service, selection, and price make up the 3 categories that will enable you to separate your business from your competition. This presentation has started you on the path to developing your business's market-dominating position. This critical business fundamental will completely separate you from your competition. We hope the examples provided will help you find your own market-dominating position for your business. In our next presentation, we'll complete this process and you will be well on your way to building a successful, highly profitable business. Please remember that our overall focus is to help you continue to build the business you've always dreamed of having. a business that provides you financial freedom and an extraordinary life for you and your family. Each presentation brings us closer to accomplishing that goal. So, until next time, here's to your success.